so first day traveling complete for our trip through Oregon. We stopped in Shoshone, Idaho. Ended up finding the fairgrounds and just did some car camping for the night. Really nice people at the gas station. Another experience where I forgot my ID in the camper. Not my ID, my debit card in the camper. Breakfast sandwich and coffee, and realized I don't have any money, and the little gal behind the counter paid for it. So far in all my travels, I've met some really nice people. But we are driving to Givens Hot Springs. We are going to camp there and do some soaking in the hot springs. Called ahead, and there's lots and lots of open space, perfect for a really long camper. So I'm excited to check it out. It's been kind of rainy, not super cold, but rainy down here in Idaho. Hopefully, the more we drive west, we get some warmer weather. We stopped briefly at Craters of the Moon. We didn't do a ton of exploring here. The visitor center was closed. It was cold and snowy, still a little bit, and we wanted to get to our campground before it got dark and get our camp set up. We've actually, myself and my kids have done some exploring at Craters of the Moon years ago. I'd love to go back, though, when the weather was nicer. Huh?
Really hard because where that creek is, there's like only leaves. Chloe! Chloe, come on. You went that way.
Oh my.
Chloe.
That's what happens when you get skinny. I found Bigfoot.
Oh no, that's a tool. I'm finding all kinds of tools out there. This is for a grinder.
Oh, nice. Wonder who. This was our campground in Givens, at Givens Hot Springs. There really wasn't a lot in this town other than this hot springs and a few residential places. But we weren't too far from the Snake River. It was really quiet and pretty. And the hot springs was a pretty nice pool with lockers and showers and bathrooms and things like that. We ended up getting a spot kind of out far away from all the other campers, and we were just surrounded by trees and forest and some private property. For about half our trip, we traveled with my mom, and these are her 3 dogs here. She is also on YouTube, so you should give her a follow. But she traveled in her camper, and well, it's actually a horse trailer that she converted into a camper. And I did some car camping, and yeah, these are her dogs just playing. The Merle is Chloe, the red and white tri is Mac, and the black and white tri is Bonnie. From Givens, we continued on our road trip up to Oregon. Our first destination was Bend. And along the way, I think this was just outside of Hines, they had some flooding. A really warm day melted all their snow, and then they got a bunch of rain. There's a boat there.
Oh gosh, that truck.
Dang, they weren't kidding when they said it was flooded. Wow. The whole park is underwater. I should roll down the window.
Hey, at least some people lived on the hill. That's sort of smart.
Man.
Oh gosh, that cord.
Yeah. Our first stop in Oregon was in Bend, and I found this sweet little gym called Snap Fitness. There was a whole nother section on the other side, and it was very adequate. I loved it. It was quiet, not overly packed. I have a tendency to look for like the old school mom and pop gyms when I'm traveling, or a Gold's Gym. Is that the only one with the slide? This was a really fun place called Bend Rock Gym, and they actually, for your first visit, let you get in for free. I kind of wished I had found this before working out at Snap Fitness, because I could have trained here and played with my kids on the rock wall. But they had like super thick padded floors, and you could just go in and free climb. And super nice people in there. They gave my kids a ton of stickers, and we loved this place. You didn't want to climb over the top? After rock climbing, my kids wanted to eat at Chiba Hut. They had heard about it and were really intrigued and wanted to try it out. I thought it was a really fun environment, nice people. The food was okay. I don't know that it was my favorite sandwich shop, but From Bend, we started heading up toward Sisters on Highway 20. Of course, we had to stop at my favorite bakery, Sisters Bakery. It's one of the very few places where I believe getting a cheat meal is totally worth it. They are so good.
Just throw a couple more things in there.
Yeah, no worries.
Just got some stuff from Sisters Bakery. I didn't think that I would like having somebody else pump my fuel at the gas station, but Oregon does it right. It's a nice service to have, especially on a day like today, snowy and cold. After getting our baked goods and Sisters, we continued on Highway 20. It was a gorgeous drive. So many lakes, so many rivers. Of course, it was snowing in Bend, but the closer we got to Silver Falls State Park, the nicer it got, and we ended up getting some pretty nice weather. Tons of lake, Subtle Lake, Detroit Lake, I can't even remember, Peasley Lake, so many lakes. So we went from Highway 20 to Highway 22 up towards Salem, where we were going to do our hike in Silver State Falls, the Trail of 10 Falls. Save it for the good parts. See, here we are at Silver Falls State Park, getting ready to go on a hike. It's called the Trail of 10 Falls, and we were super lucky because the weather cleared up for us, and it didn't end up raining until about 15 minutes after we had finished our hike. Absolutely beautiful. I would do this hike over and over and over again. Definitely worth doing if you have the time. I would make the time for this hike. It's so worth it. Maybe moderate difficulty in some areas. Just, some stairs and a couple of steeper hills, but nothing too crazy. And then, of course, I would plan to get wet walking behind these waterfalls.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It was really hard choosing what to put in this video for this hike because it was just all so beautiful. I could have made a 3-hour-long video on just this hike. But once we finished the hike, we continued on to Salem, where we were searching for seafood. and happened to come across this food court. There were probably 15, 20 food trailers on each side of this big cafeteria building. And there was every kind of food imaginable. We love our food trucks, especially food courts like this, because my kids can never agree on what they want to eat. And typically, I don't want to eat what they want to eat. So it's really the best of all worlds here. We can get what we want. Ready. Okay, Ruru, what'd you get? Crab legs? What'd you get?
The OG cheese.
OG grilled cheese?
Yep.
Just basic. Thai food.
OG.
Crab cakes. Oh, yeah. From Salem, we drove to Florence and stayed at the Lighthouse Inn. We absolutely adored this place. My room had a little lookout balcony and a queen bed. And then the kids' room was joined together through the bathroom. And there was 2 twin beds. The owners were super nice. They let my kids come down to the kitchen and they helped them make waffles. It was a very mom and pop type place. This is right before the Sea Lion Caves. We did a tour there, and it was amazing. You have to get in this elevator and go down into these caves and see all these sea lions.
Wait. Here it is, Mama.
Okay.
See, I can take a other side and like take a picture of me on this rock. You're supposed to sit on that.
How about I just take a video of you?
I'll take a picture of you.
Oh, he's still in the water. Oh, check them out.
Yeah. But I honestly think it looks
What?
looks like
Yeah, you might.
Yeah, you need 10
Oh my God, finally, don't stop with that.
That's pretty.
Gorgeous. She said there was over 150 sea lions in there today. Should we go check it out?
Before there's none to see. Or nothing.
Positively stay on trails.
That's why they say see on trail. I have a Spinosaurus chasing right away.
Come on, let's go to the ocean. Come on, Z.
There's like a trail right there. There's so many.
So many. Yeah. Don't. Look.
How does it, how do they escape? All this stuff like push up. I don't know. Okay, I have three.
There were a couple of beaches that we stopped at after the sea lion caves, and it was definitely a little chilly that day, but my daughter is a diehard seashell collector. She will spend hours collecting seashells, and she didn't even care that it was cold. I think she would have stayed there all day if I let her.
I have a sand dollar too.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Nice. You found a cool one.
I found a big one, but it's like so cool.
I thought it was waffles. It looked like planes.
Basically, sand dollar.
That looks like Mom's car. That looks exactly the same color.
Oh, so it's like a little SUV.
There's a lot of sentences here. I'm not going in that one over there across the street.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Florence, Oregon. It's definitely one of my favorite places, and my kids too. They loved it. The stores were amazing. Some of the cutest stuff I've ever seen at these stores. We ended up eating lunch over on the pier. It had a view of the river and the ocean, and it was just all fantastic.
Sand dunes. This is sand dunes. Oh, sand dunes are forward. Has the arrow forward.
Forward or this way?
It said forward.
Oh.
It had the arrow going forward. So I said forward. See? The arrow's going forward. Is quarter of a mile further or less than a half of a mile?
Less.
Okay.
If you've got 4 quarters
One.
and you take 1, is that less than 4?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-oh. This is just how we'll know we're on the right way on the way back.
Can we get through?
I can.
It's making me nervous.
Boomity poo. Okay. Who cut down this tree?
I think it fell. Cause it doesn't look like somebody cut it. Cause it looks like it fell.
Ow!
That's just no. Like when we come back, that's just how we'll know we're on the right track.
Well, I think it's a loop. I think.
You're already on sand. You sit on sand. careful not to get sand in our shoes. Getting sand in our shoes is the worst.
That's sand dunes.
Whoa.
Oh wow. I remember going to a sand dune with my dad, and we had our Jeep. So we got down the hill. It was so scary. It was like a roller coaster. And like, ah! And then when we were getting up, it was so hard because of the sand.
Whoa.
Heck, we just faded from jungle.
The desert.
This little hike and sand dune adventure was just south of Florence a little ways, and we absolutely loved it. It was beautiful, so much fun playing in the sand, getting dirty, running around barefoot. We had just a blast. After the sand dunes, we drove up to Eugene, so basically made this big loop from Bend all the way around and then back to Bend. On our drive up to Eugene, we stumbled across this herd of elk. This wasn't too far from the coast. Beautiful big elk. It was really cool to see. By the time we had gotten to Eugene, I was pretty tired. Eugene was just not for me. Way too busy, way too many people. There was not great parking. All the restaurants were busy. So we ended up getting a hotel and ordering Uber Eats. We got a fantastic pizza and some cannolis. I apologize, I cannot remember the name of the restaurant. If it's something you're really interested in knowing, I can definitely find out for you. After we left Eugene, we stopped at McCready Hot Springs. This is a short little hike from the highway, and there's hot springs on either side of the river, and it was beautiful, so quiet, not a lot of people. We really enjoyed this soak.
How hot it is?
Oh, that's nice.
Is it?
It's not like, yeah, it's not really hot.
might be another pool over there. You want to go check it out, Rue? Not but 20 minutes up the road from this hot springs, we started running into snow again. Come on, Tricklo-Clo. I've been loving myself since the day I was born.